This is our opening.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome.
If you haven't already figured out, it's episode 4.
Yes, episode 4, yes.
It's a long time coming. I've been away a while.
Yeah, back with the original crew.
Yeah.
Crew being the two of us.
Yeah, been away, uni happens, then you go away on holiday, so...
Yes.
So yeah, I'm back. The original crews.
The original...
And hollering at you on this lovely Monday morning or afternoon.
Afternoon. Well, morning for me. I didn't get up until like 11 today.
Jesus. Yeah. Anyway, let's jump straight into it. This is a Poorly Timed podcast.
Yes.
And we're shit at intros.
Yeah, exactly. Can that be our intro from now on?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm so down for that.
Yeah, so jumping in the first topic today. If you haven't already noticed, Marvel's Infinity War.
The biggest movie to come out this year.
Easily.
Most likely.
The film they've been building 10 years towards, plus that. It's come with a bit of controversy on its Australian release date.
Yeah, so, I personally don't see it as a big issue, but Infinity War comes out on Anzac Day.
Yes.
And, well, it's kind of brought to more light when he's on the Today Show.
Carl Stefanovic.
He's having a bit of a hissy fit about it. I honestly don't see the big deal about it.
Yeah, it's gained mainstream media attention because cinemas are booking for 9 a.m. Opening 9 a.m. slots for this film, and that's same time when the soldiers are marching down every city, and they think it shies away from the purpose of Anzac Day.
Yeah,
it makes people forget, which I understand, and it's come under a lot of fire. What are your thoughts, Bailey?
Well, I can appreciate that. Honestly, I think it does draw attention away from the meaning of the day, which is really important to think about. But I just think it's a little bit too much of a hissy fit.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's not so much different than when they have an Anzac Day rugby match on, or an Anzac Day whatever else on telly, like movies on telly.
Yeah.
About Anzac Day, or I don't know. It's frustrating that people are trying to just blame it for coming out, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree to a certain extent. Steve Price was on the project because they talked about this on Channel 10, and he made a very, very good point that every other business like this is closed for the morning when those soldiers are marching.
Yeah.
It's completely fine, but most businesses, it's illegal for them to work after 1 p.m.
Yeah.
On these days because of the marches and the soldiers. There's exceptions like food and coffee businesses.
Yeah.
They'll always be open beforehand. But what you said with the rugby matches, they're always on in the afternoon after all these marches and everything. And they're already solely dedicated in remembrance. I've seen Fox Sports with the AFL.
Yeah.
And their ad was completely silent and saying silence is a powerful weapon. So it acknowledges that Anzac Day is a big thing and that they're fighting they're playing because in remembrance of these soldiers on this day. So everything kind of leans towards Anzac Day and remembering those soldiers and what they do. And
they always do the minute silence before they play, don't they?
Yeah. Always. And I am completely fine with this being released on Anzac Day at 1 p.m.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. If they don't open it from 9 a.m., they give time for the marches to happen, give time for everybody to pay their respects to a day that's pretty important in Australian history and New Zealand history.
Extremely important.
It's just I don't know. I feel like that's what everyone should be focusing on. Just hey, do you mind hey Marvel, I know it's the biggest thing that you've ever done, but do you mind just pushing it back a couple hours?
Yeah, and people are really, really taking on these cinema chains. But from a film student's perspective, I feel like it's a distributor thing. The distributor has fully pushed this for Anzac Day, knowing that it's a big day, and because they're ruthless. They are seriously ruthless.
They really just care about making the buck.
And that in film, that's understandable. They put
Yeah.
hundreds of millions of dollars in this movie. They really want this date to work.
Yeah.
But you're clashing with Dave massive cultural significance for people like myself, who's
Yeah.
like my grandparents fought in the war, my great grandparents, fought in World War One, went MIA. I've been to Gallipoli, I've seen all that,
Yeah.
and so it holds a more significant thing for me. And to see that it's disappointing.
Yeah, that's it's a bit different for me though, because like my grandfather was in the Air Force, but he just drove trucks for the Air Force, like in Australia. So like, while it's still like a valid contribution to like the Australia, basically, it's not to the same extent as like you said, your grandparents fought in wars and stuff like that.
Yeah, like my late grandfather, God bless his soul. He used to march on Anzac Day with all his father's medals and everything. And, we had people fight in Brussels and they've gone MIA. And my grandma's writing books on our family. So it was definitely, previously had something big. And like I said, going to somewhere like Gallipoli, it just puts, gives you way more respect.
Well, yeah, because you go there and you know
what's happened.
Terrible things that have happened there. And like the significance of like those moments for like our country.
You go a lot of places in Europe and there's lots of reminders. Like when I was in Germany, around where our hotel was, there's an old chapel from World War II, and they permanently left it there, and there are just bullet holes. It's riddled with bullets. So it's really harrowing, and going to places like that, it really gives you that episode of remembrance.
Yeah, it's like, and I think it would... like they're probably just thinking like, we can't change it now. We've already announced the date.
And they can't change it, but they should have known.
They should have,
they should have known there would have been backlash.
Yeah, it's like it's. I don't want to generalize, but the distributors kind of not thinking about the other cultures. Like, imagine if like, let me try and think of an example. Like if a film was released during. What is the big, I want to say, Muslim event? I don't know if I'm being racist.
Muslim. The big pilgrimage to Mecca.
Mecca. Yeah. Imagine if if it was a similar situation where someone released a film during that or something like, which they do because it's a long event.
Yeah. Or like someone, Bollywood, releases a film on the big feast of Ramadan in India. That would cause a big stir. I think it's the same for us.
Yeah, I'm not so much to the same extent because it's not a religious thing. But I feel like it's a respect
very cultural thing. And the most disappointing thing? I feel like these distributors knew that, and they knew this controversy wouldn't mean shit because I'm gonna blast this to the heavens because I know this is gonna happen. That 9 a.m. on that Anzac Day...
Lines out the door.
The line will be out the door of people our age seeing that movie instead of paying our respects to the soldiers who died and made us free. That pisses me off. And you know me, if you do, you know us, we're massive fans of Marvel.
Yeah, dude,
I just know so many people and they're just going to go straight to the store and forget Anzac Day.
Yeah, it needs to... Yeah, that's what... everyone's worried about, basically, that it's teaching us that like this day it can be overshadowed by like a massive movie coming out. Yeah, which is like basically what I'm going back like on myself here, like because I'm saying that's like I'm just mad that that's the point they're bringing, but like now that I've heard other perspectives on it, I'm like it's funny because it's just I feel like nowadays. People will take something happening on a certain day and blow it out of proportion. But like when you have to think about people's experiences with the day and everything like that, I think they would. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I've had a lot of real life experiences around the horrors of World War, and to know what they went through, and for people to just overshadow that respect, it really does me in. So that's. I think.
It's just a matter of opinion.
It is.
If you want, and it comes down to like if people our age want to go see the movie, that's like just go see it. Like just and if you really like think about our country, like I would say I urge you to pay your respects, like go to a dawn service or something, and then you can maybe go see the movie or something.
And if
like,
not a dawn service, just
like go see a march or something, because they're always good fun to see, and really it's impressive to see how many people show up for them. And if say your kids want to go see the movie, just be like, hey, just remember this day.
Because I feel like because we're the younger generation, we've been brought up being taught by secondhand about the wars now. Like our parents would have heard from their fathers or their grandfathers how they fought in the war because they were probably physically there. Yeah. But now we're here and we hear it less and less as it's passed down through generations. So
that's a big topic that I've always heard, that as the generations go down, the kind of respect for the Anzacs, the respect for the day, it drops. Yeah. And I think that's another thing, like how, like you can just understand it from any perspective. Like it's the same argument along the lines of like, oh, the baby boomers destroyed our political system, our monetary system, whatever else. You can incite blame like that. You can look at it from that angle, but I don't think that's so much that. Like,
no,
I grew up in school learning about Anzac Day and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like we were intentionally taught it so that we wouldn't forget it, and I think that's just the thing that we have to keep doing. Yeah,
and I think the burden places on a lot of people like above us to really keep teaching that message. And realistically, the messages of how terrifying the war got is all around us.
Yeah, I feel like it's not so much. It's mainly about celebrating the men and women who sacrificed their lives.
Yeah, that's what it's more about these days.
Yeah, it's also a reminder of where we shouldn't be as a society. Yeah. We shouldn't be going to war like this. We should be looking for a more peaceful thing because this happened. Like World War One, where millions and millions of people died. World War Two, where again millions and millions of people died.
Yeah, and if there's another World War, it's even more scary because everyone's got nukes.
Well, yeah, like I think Albert Einstein, I believe this is his quote, I'm not too sure. World War III will be fought with nuclear weapons. World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Yeah. Like, there's no more terrifying idea than that.
Yeah, and it just seems more and more that it's coming closer these days.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I hope not. I hold in my heart a higher hope. Like, look at good old Kim Jong. He's
been nice.
He's been nice recently. But that's kind of strung up the memes where it's just like, what are these fuckers up
Let's
to?
not talk about that.
I feel like we've put our political 2 cents in this podcast.
Yeah, and I think back on war, saying like there's reminders all around us. Like you only have to go down to Point Danger to see memorials of all the ships that fell. Yeah. And how close the Japanese got to Australia.
Oh, fuck
like submarines were in Sydney Harbour in the 1940s. Japanese submarines. Yeah. So let that like sink in. That's like how scary it gets.
And then Darwin got bombed as well. Like Darwin got bombed.
They came very close.
Yeah. It's just scary to think about, honestly.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being back then. Like, and I remember my great grandmother, who is still alive. Like I've got a quite young family. So my great grandparents on my mum's side are only in their middle to late 80s.
Oh yeah.
But they lived through World War II, and in my great grandmother's case, she lost 2 of her brothers in World War II, and also when she was, her family on their farm housed Italian immigrants. Yeah. And during that time, that was probably not great because like people, I honestly need to brush up on my history. Yeah. But I don't believe Italians were looked upon kindly.
Probably not. The thing with there's a cultural thing with us these days where when the Italians and everything, the Greeks came through on the World War II ships, it's like there was a lot of jokes about them. Yeah, you're all the wogs and everything, and I say that on purely historical view and from what I've been told. And then the Chinese came in after the Vietnamese War, and everyone started making jokes about them. Yeah. Ching chongs, ling lings, and everything like that. And now it's the Lebanese. Oh no, it was the Lebanese. Sorry, they've they've come in, made home, and make a note. I'm all for this. I love the multicultural.
Well, yeah, like that's a thing. Like it's so many different people in this country, and we all have our different views on other people coming in here. Like, look at bloody... I hate to call back to, when was it, like 2013, when Tony Abbott said, stop the boats.
I get that, though. But that's a completely separate issue.
I mean, like...
I'm not going to talk about illegal asylum seekers because that's very contentious.
But, like, with people from other countries seeking refuge or coming to this country, however that might be, so many people have their different opinions on that because, like, some people are just afraid of these new people, or some people...
Yeah, because these days it's the Middle Easterns coming in from all these
and I'm not
harrowing conditions. And
I'm not saying it's valid to be afraid of these people, because I don't think it is. I think that, like, I know people from the Middle East. I know people who have come from overseas to live here. I know, like, and so many other people, and it's like, there's no real problem there.
Yeah. But
they took the jobs.
Yeah. Anyway, and we're hitting the line of contentious political topics, I feel like so we might need a...
in way over our heads here. Yeah. I feel like the more rambling we do, the more, like, incorrect facts we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we were inches from the political line there, so I'm not going to...
So Donald Trump...
No, let's stay away from the American politics. I'm not very... But the next thing is also quite concerning, I'd say.
Yeah.
With in the last week or so, Philip DeFranco, the YouTube's #1 news person, put out quite a concerning video saying how his channel hasn't been doing as well as it should have been.
Yeah.
He's not talking about, like, the demonetization, which kind of he understood. It's
because that doesn't affect him because his company, they sell merch, they have ads and everything like that.
And he's launched his service to Franco Elite.
Yeah.
To kind of, buffer and, like, break even with that.
Yeah. It's like any
demonetization.
It's like any other YouTuber starting a Patreon.
Yeah.
Except it's a much larger scale because that's like a whole business.
Yeah, and his Patreon he doesn't see it as donations, as, like, a proper membership service. Yeah. But what he was saying in this video is his videos haven't been hitting the mark in terms of views. Like, videos that, would kind of maybe get a contentious topic would get between 350 to 400,000 views less than he normally would. And it strings out this kind of theory, or not conspiracy theory, but this idea that YouTube is purposely suppressing video, that there's this new AI, that secret AI that's been going around suppressing people's videos because it's too contentious. Yeah. And that scares the living daylights out of me.
Because it's a thing that runs through YouTube's algorithms and finds videos that might have stuff that would be deemed inappropriate for YouTube. And this algorithm, like, kind of understands videos with, like, say, news, like Philip DeFranco's videos, as videos that are either supporting... Controversial or, like, supporting a terrible thing, whereas it's just him talking about news. A news story.
Yeah, and it's quite concerning in the terms of news because he's allowed to talk about this, and for it not to be demonetized is really concerning, especially when CNN, gets videos and they get monetized. Like, the best example I've seen that he pointed out was his video got demonetized because he used there's a bombing in Syria. Yeah. And I think he didn't use photos or something because that violated terms of service for traumatic events or something. And his video still got demonetized. But CNN previewed videos and everything, and they got monetized and everything because they're a big company.
This has kind of been happening for a while now, I feel, because it's been a while because, like, there was a whole, like, YouTube breakdown with, like, the adpocalypse and whatever else. And then, like, after that, when, like, all this stuff, like, just every other YouTuber I've seen, it gets, like, demonetized for almost every video just because... Like, they could be the cleanest, like, they could say one swear word in a video where they don't swear at all, and they'll get demonetized because they said fuck.
Yeah, and it's really bad because there is special preferences. Like, it's so obvious. Like, Logan Paul can still run ads, and he has showed a dead body and tasered a dead rat within the span of 2 months and having his ads suspended. Yeah. It really just... And he's YouTube's golden boy. Like, even Casey Neistat, who should be, one of who is also one of the Golden Boys, gets demonetized.
Yeah, and he's like he doesn't really do like bad stuff. He doesn't honestly do much. He like just shows his life basically.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Casey Neistat, and he's one of the he's a New York hero. Like you see on every one of his videos, he'll show like at least 3 people going, "Hey Casey, I love your work, man. Keep it up."
Yeah,
like, he's a public hero.
He's just a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a brilliant bloke, and the media has a lot to do with that as well. I feel like because they've taken people like Phil DeFranco and PewDiePie and just showing them as these villains with terms like white semantics that I do not understand.
Yeah, it's
and
like
far political. Like I saw this meme, and it's like PewDiePie says the N-word on one stream, and it's like all the media, and it's like one massive traffic jam.
Yeah,
it's like Pew trying to villainize him, and you know the Twitch streamer Ninja.
Yeah,
you know the guy who played Fortnite with Drake. He used that word, and no one said a thing.
Yeah,
and it just shows like this massive witch hunt on YouTube now.
Yeah, and that's like it concerns me because YouTube is like a massive part of my life. I watch it every single day for hours on end, which is unhealthy. But but it's like, and people go there to find like, you know, funny videos of cats.
Yeah.
And those funny videos of cats are getting demonetized because animal abuse, I guess.
Yeah, it's so sensitive, and like all the media reports about YouTube now are coming out very negative.
Yeah.
Like someone got arrested for 2 years for, I can't remember what it was.
Was that the dude who
it's like a YouTuber
taught the dog to do like respond positively to Nazi remarks?
It was something like that, but someone was arrested for 2 years or something, and you just don't see anything else, and it's such a problem, especially with people like me, where YouTube is an outlet for me to share anything I do creatively. Like I'm showing making a 60-second experimental film, and that's going to get a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I'm concerned because if like I'm trying to make my living on YouTube, not really, but I'm trying to share my stuff on YouTube.
I mean, we put this on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
We put the first 2 at least. And like, imagine if our videos got taken down. Like all we do is talk.
All we do is
like,
talk.
What is
like I know we're averaging about 50 views now an episode, and stuff like that. It's really concerning and harrowing, and I don't like it.
No, it's like
And really, the only other outlet that I can go to is Vimeo, which is much better for like professional and more very creative stuff, but you don't get as many views there, I reckon.
No, because it's not as popular as YouTube.
No, as much as I love Vimeo, YouTube, like for things that I want to do, and people like, you know, our mate Adam wants to do vlogging.
Yeah.
How's he going to fare if he gets big and then YouTube doesn't like what he does because advertisers? So it's
good way. By the way, good way of slipping in Adam there. Now he's been mentioned in seriously every single podcast we've ever done.
Yeah, you know,
gotta support the boys.
Yeah. So yeah, it's concerning, and you know, coming back to the Phil DeFranco video, he's kind of saying all his new content now because he's making, you know, he's bringing on new hosts with journalism backgrounds. All his stuff content he produces is never going to be on YouTube first anymore. That's just what he said.
It's going to be on DeFranco Elite, isn't it?
I do not know. Probably.
So.
Yeah. So it's really hard. But yeah. I want to tell me a bit more positive.
We got to start talking about like some positive stuffs. Because like this has been a pretty depressing talk so far.
Yeah. So it's been a week since Bailey and I and a couple of other mates, we saw the Smith Street Band live in concert. In my opinion, one of the best modern Australian bands. Yeah, I cannot recommend them enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, good old, you know, at the Tivoli. Just an absolutely mental venue.
That was my first time going to a gig at the Tivoli.
Yeah, same.
It was good fun.
I'm chuffed. Like, what? I'm speechless, really. Like, whenever the Smith Street Band come on now, I'm kind of disappointed when I hear their songs because it was so much better to hear live.
It was so good live. Like, honestly, like, okay, so for those of you who don't know the Smith Street Band, they're a Melbourne band from, I think it's Eastern Melbourne, because there's an actual street called Smith Street, which is where they're from. Funnily enough, Melbourne band, lead singer Will Wagner is just golden child. Love that man.
Yeah.
And pretty much every one of their songs are like
relatable.
In some form or another. And then they're like these epic ballad, pop punk type things.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain because it doesn't
fit one genre. It's just so unique.
So yeah. And Will sings in a similar style to someone like Missy Higgins or a lot of Australian rappers where they put in their accent very thick, like a thick Australian accent into their singing.
I get that.
And it's really great. And so yeah, when we found out there were tickets available on a Monday night. Was it $46?
$46.
Which is
best money.
So good.
Yeah. So yeah, when I found that out, I was just off my chops.
We both like bought tickets sitting in a lecture.
Yeah. Yeah. A lecture we left about halfway through.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
worst subject. But it was so good. Like the atmosphere was great. Everybody around us was so just like
it was just mental.
Yeah.
And it was so much energy. Like like Will Wagner's a big bloke, and I've never seen a big bloke with that much energy.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
He was like, and he's just like he's charming and funny and like I remember at one point he's like, I really like you guys. We should like buy an apartment together.
Yeah.
I was like I'll do that, Will.
Like every time he's like, we're all friends here. I'm like, my God, it is so inclusive.
And he's someone who has struggled with depression and anxiety and like the whole shebang. And he's put his experiences, he's put his feelings into his music, and you can tell. And then during the concert, he just stops and just like, I'm really glad everyone's here because you know what, I'm happy, and everyone just lost it. Everyone was like I was about to cry, dude next to me was crying. Just like, it's so great to see that like music has done this.
Yeah.
And it's like you knew that everybody there wanted to be there.
Yeah, and I just want to give a special shout out to Beck Sandridge, who we came into as the pre-act. Like we came in about 7:45, and she was there, and oh my God, she's talented. Like she was really good.
She was great. Like and then also the Press Club, who we didn't see because we were out for drinks before, but they're a Press Club or a Brisbane band, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. But yeah, Beck Sandridge. Yeah, she was really cool.
Like she had a really quirky style, and I was at uni this morning, and I'm on my way down to the bus stop. You know, it's a bit stressful. Had a tutorial and then a meeting for an assignment, and I have no idea what to do for this assignment. I'm a bit stressed, and I'm putting headphones in, shuffle play on the thing, and Beck Sandridge comes on, and all my problems were gone.
All your problems.
So yeah, so bless you, Beck. You've made my morning.
She's got a really lovely voice too. I think.
Yeah.
Just like I wonder where she's from. She's from Australia, but I wonder. I think she's from Melbourne.
She's touring the country, so I believe she's from Melbourne as well. But yeah, any more mad gigs you want us to talk about or want us to go to? Hit us up. We're down for anything.
We'll talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah,
and I think we'll just also on the topic of music, Splendour in the Grass.
Jesus, that was a mess.
Yeah. So our group
of mates, God bless them.
We tried. Well, they tried. I was going to sit this one out, but tried to organize a trip to
Splendour in the Grass on Byron, and oh my Lord, I spent like late nights until like 12 in the morning just trying to find accommodation that wasn't camping. And yeah, that was hard on itself, and it's expensive because it's Byron.
Yeah.
And then 9 a.m. on the day comes where the tickets are released after pre-sale,
and they're gone.
Everything sold out in 30 minutes. It sold out ridiculously quick.
And that, I wonder if they picked up that motorcycle that just went past.
If they didn't, it's going to sound really weird.
Just to make showing off. But that comes down to the amazing lineup.
Oh yeah, Splendor's always had a killer lineup, but yeah, it was like I was going to go for a 3-day ticket.
Yeah,
with me and my our good mate Laura.
Shout out to Laura.
Yeah, it's a lot of tickets sold out in the pre-sales, I heard.
Yeah,
but even then, all the 3-day tickets sold out within 15 minutes, and I was in line for 45 even after they sold out after 30.
Yeah, because
I just left my computer on, and that was just ridiculous.
Well, yeah, because, I could tell that you were really disappointed because that's who was on the Saturday. There was like Hilltop Hoods, which I know Saturday. You were like so keen.
Let me put it this way: I've listened to Hilltop Hoods since I was about 10.
Yeah,
let's just say that. Right, I've grown up on Triple J's Hottest 100
So that's
all my life.
Yeah, that's coming 10 years of listening to.
And yeah, the Nosebleed section, I always jam out to whenever it comes out on my CD.
Yeah.
I've listened to them for so long, and this was the first opportunity I've been able to hear them live. And on top of that, they're showing new music for the new album this year. And it was gone like that. And my heart just fell out of my hands.
The good thing is they'll definitely do a tour for their new album.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be, I reckon it'll be at the Entertainment Centre. So, Entertainment Centre? Yeah,
Brisbane and Boondall.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think that's where they were last time they came here.
I can't remember, honestly. I was like, last time they released an album was 2014.
Yeah.
So that's well beyond my kind of range of remembrance.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's...
Before you did all those drugs.
Yeah. But yeah, I just had that opportunity there and it went out within 15 minutes.
That's really... Yeah, it's a shame too because there were like... Who else was there? There was the Wombats. There was...
Lord, Khaled.
Ballpark Music.
DZ Death Ray. I can go on for a while.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like top class bands.
Kendrick. We have to
obviously Kendrick, but man. I just but even a lot of people, like I was talking to like some of my film mates, he's like, what, this guy, he went to like Splendour and Falls last year and he's probably going to do the same, and he didn't get Splendour tickets. Yeah. So like it's such a gamble.
It is, yeah.
Like my brother's boss said, oh yeah, I'm not going to Splendour this time for the first time in 4 years. Wow. So like, just because it's sold out that quick, so it's hard. Yeah. It's really, really hard, but yeah.
Well, it just shows how much more popular
this
indie and alternative music is kind of getting. Oh yeah. But and also like how many more mainstream artists want to get into that. Yeah. Because they can tell that like that type of like those festivals, those tours and everything like that, they're really popular.
Yeah. So like, watch it. 2019, Beyonce is coming for Splendour in the Grass.
Hell yeah, dude. She took over Coachella.
Oh, was it Destiny's Child?
Destiny's Child got back together for Coachella.
This one, yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what I did hear. Silverchair are coming back for Splendour. I believe it's for Splendour.
Haven't listened to Silverchair in like a million years, but I love them. Yeah. So
look out for that, because one of the ladies I work with told me that when I was eating my Maccas. So yeah,
that was just like how Powderfinger got back together for, what was it, Falls, I think?
Falls or Splendour. Yeah, that was mad. So yeah, just it's so good. And so disappointing. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just gonna climb the fence with the other 14,000 people. Just keep in mind that is an actual Facebook group. Yeah. Jump the fence at Splendid 2K18. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll end well.
Oh look, they can't stop us all, can they? But yeah.
One person has to get tased or pepper sprayed, and then we'll be fine.
Oh yeah, obviously. So
then everyone else can jump over.
Yeah. So yeah, well, that's Splendor, but until Falls, we'll hopefully. Yeah. Yeah.
What else? What other big festivals are there?
January has Laneway at Brisbane.
Yeah.
So that's at the RNA Showgrounds, and that's like all ages, but I don't know how many people actually go to that.
There's also like FOMO Festival.
Yeah.
When was that? Was that after Laneway, or is that later in the year?
I can't remember. I'm not a big one, but there's the one where they like get big artists. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Like there was like Gippsland. It's like in rural towns and they pick it out.
Something Moon.
Yeah, something like that.
Like I know they do that in New South Wales somewhere.
Yeah, and then there's like Big Day Out.
Big Day Out, so that's right.
There's a lot of them, but yeah, festivals, man, you need more.
Yeah.
The demand is so high.
I've never been to one.
Yeah, same, and gotta start getting out there.
I want to try one. Yeah, I think it's like if it's not for you, you'll find out after you go to one. Yeah. Or if it is, like it. Because I know my sister went to Falls Festival the year she turned 18, and she did the whole 3 days camping. Yeah.
Not for her.
She enjoyed it. It's just like
the whole environment of
camping thing, and then the people she went with, like she was like really good friends with. It's just like after 3 days of like
you get enough of them,
no sleep and everything like that, you'll be like on edge.
Yeah, you get that by the end of holidays, where you're all tired and
you're just like ready to go home.
Yeah, you're ready, but you're sick of everyone else's shit.
Yeah, but then I get that. Also with a festival, you're surrounded by like people who are off their chops all day.
Yeah, especially with all these drug related deaths now. But
okay. Real quick, are you for the drug testing, like the pill testing? Sorry.
look, I don't like drugs on the best today. Just the things they do, and I know how many people have been hurt by them. So it's just, I think it's fair, but the amount of alcohol kind of related ones kind of gets me.
Yeah, like because I think.
But I get that as well.
I think with pill testing, for those of you who don't know, the government are currently trying to decide whether pill testing for like.
Well, they're already doing it.
Oh, they really?
It's already happening.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were still trying to decide whether to do it or not.
I'm very sure they've already decided on it.
But yeah, it's like testing to see if these
people are on MDMA or these.
Oh no,
drugs.
I thought it was like testing to see if it was safe for these pills that they were going to take. Was like if they were safe or made from like other stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's something along the lines of that. And I'm kind of for that because whatever like makes doing something dangerous a little less dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't condone taking
drugs.
illicit
We don't.
substances.
Yeah. Just stick to your booze if we find guys.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But speaking of booze, be careful with that because a very very loved musicians just passed away because of it.
Yeah. Well, was it because of that?
Yeah. Well, what we're talking about here is obviously in the last couple of days, Avicii has been confirmed dead at 28.
28.
And that's harrowing because really depressing because I grew all this decade I've grown up on his music from like Wake Me Up. I've had his album on my playlist for years.
He's because there was a kind of like a dedicated channel to him.
Yeah.
For all his music, it was good stuff, like really good stuff. And
I've got plenty of his songs around, and it's
such a shame too, because like and 28, like along the lines of all those artists who passed away at like 27, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, all those people, like so much potential.
Just wasted.
Yeah, but what was it? I know he struggled with a health.
I was told it was because of pancreatitis, which comes about with alcohol abuse. So he from what I've heard, Avicii was a really big drinker. And he had to cancel a lot of his shows because he knew if he was on tour, he was just gonna drink himself silly.
He quit touring, didn't he? Like for a couple of years.
He quit. I think he quit it altogether or something because he's a very quiet man.
Yeah, and then he just started.
The
just
glory wasn't for him, and it's a sad story, and he's.
He will be missed, but
he will.
As with any creative person who passes away, such as like, Avicii, even elderly people, not elderly, but like older people like Robin Williams and stuff like that, they will be survived through their work, and which was in the time that they were producing it, really quality. But yeah, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, so that's really it's a shame.
It's a big shame. Like, and also, it's kind of like not really the same, but like Vern Troyer.
I'm not sure.
Of Mini-Me fame from Austin Powers.
Oh yeah.
He passed away the other day.
Yeah.
Which is a real shame because he had a massive online presence on Imgur.
All right.
Or Imager, however you want to say it. And yeah, like he was only 49, but he was also.
Yeah.
I think he also struggled with alcoholism as well.
It was like mental illness and. Yeah, I did hear that, but I'm not too familiar with him. Yeah. So.
But like it's his death. I don't think was very sudden, whereas Avicii's was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's harrowing. But on a more happy note, I'm a football fan, and my team Manchester City has just won the league. So, just want to say,
congrats,
yes, Man
City.
We did it after you've known for 7 months, so it's fine. But yeah, it's confirmed, and I'll keep football out of this because you're not a big.
I'm not
fan.
A big football fan. I don't.
But yeah, I just want to say Mo Salah as well. Congrats. The Egyptian god just got PFA Player of the Year.
Oh, okay.
And he's on 31 goals already this season with like 4 games left to play.
Now, as a non-football fan, that's a lot. Yes.
That is fucking ridiculous. So yes, he's very good. So that's all I'm going to say for football.
Good on him.
Because but with Bailey and I, our sporting preferences are very different.
I'm much more into cricket.
He's cricket and rugby, volleyball and football.
I'm so disappointed by the cricket stuff, but I feel like that's another...
That's another topic that's already...
How long have we been going for?
Oh, who knows? I think it's 2:05 p.m. now. We started about 1:15, 1:20.
About that.
So yeah.
I reckon it's time to wrap up.
I think it is. I just wanted to end on a happy note for me because we've talked about, depression with World War and
we've talked about war,
Anzac Day. We've talked about
world.
We've talked about bloody YouTube kind of, wanting to do us up the arse.
Yeah.
And, so we just wanted to end on a happy note. For me anyway, because I can rest easy now. So yeah, have a good one. We'll try to get more of these pumped out.
Yeah, we'll
keep in mind uni's really I got group assignments galore.
Yeah,
with a lot of work. So it's going. So I'm taking things one week at a time. So hopefully by next Monday we'll get another one recording and pumped out. If not, we apologize. I think
Mondays are a good time to record.
Yeah, this is poorly timed for a reason because we have the organizational skills of a potato.
So
yes, look out for that. But if you've made it this far, thank you.
Yeah.
We're if you want to do things with us, you want to collaborate. I mean.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
I didn't. Anyway.
Yes. Well, I think so we got some. This is a really poorly timed ending. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Finger guns. Because we just keep going.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll plan.
We'll plan. So
we'll plan.
If you want to be on or have an idea for what we can do, hit us up. Comment.
Hit us up. We
always get better.
So what are we on? We're on YouTube. We're on SoundCloud. We're on Instagram
we're on Instagram
now.
Bailey takes care of that, not me.
Yeah. So if you see a lot of stuff surrounded, focusing on me, that's why. And by the way, the beard stays.
For now.
Well, I mean, people voted for it, dude.
Yeah. So
yes.
If you've made... Thanks for listening and...
Thanks for going through the extra 5 minutes of content we just produced.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Thanks for listening. If you've made it this far, it does mean a lot to us.
Yes, very much.
Thank you very much. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, favorite.
Hit the bell. Get those notifications.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think we should finally end. So
yeah, okay.
Thank you
very much, everybody.
Goodbye. Have a good one.